they go through there and they find these homes that are potential to do, and they basically steal them from the current owner. They can go in there, file a quitclaim deed, and basically take over ownership of your home without you even knowing about it. As long as the documentation is properly prepared, they sign their name. As long as it's properly prepared and formatted properly and everything's correct, then we are obligated by law to record that. So when we record that, they basically take that property, document, take it to a bank, and say, hey, I want to take out a mortgage on it. So it hurts the banks, and as well as it's time-consuming and costly to you to try to fight to get your property back. So we are implementing a free service now that you can go online, or we'll do it for you. I have a sign-up sheet here too. You can go online and simply provide your name and a phone number or an email address. And anytime that there's title work or deed work being done in your name, so I typed in Kyle Anderson, I typed in my email address. Anytime that we do title work with your name on it, it'll shoot out an email or phone you saying, just let you know, there's title work being done, in your name. Is everything, basically kosher? If it's kosher, you just let it go. If you're selling your house or you're buying property, just let it go. But if it's not, you have then immediately you have the recourse to go call. You call us and we'll work with the local authorities, or you can call the sheriff's office or your local municipality police force and work with them and figure out what you have to do in order to get your property back. To my knowledge, it hasn't happened here yet, but I don't want it to happen here either, because 60 Minutes did a special on it 2 years ago, and it's a problem elsewhere. Hopefully it's not a problem here or ever becomes a problem. But I'm hopefully going to get out in front of it and protect people from that problem. So here's the website. It's free. No one's going to have access to this information. I won't use it. You go in there, you can totally forget about it. But once you get that email, you're going to be glad that you signed up for it. You won't get email updates or anything like that. It's simply just going through that file. And then, because how it works is the company that does our land records, who manages our land records online, they just track that. Anytime a search comes up or we do something, they cross-reference it with that list. So then they'll shoot you out an email or give you a phone call. In addition, as you know, the FBI says that white-collar crime of identity theft is one of the fastest-growing crimes in the United States. And so with our information being viewable over the internet and people can just come into our vault, we have a lot of personal information that we are trying to protect, and that includes social security numbers, driver's license numbers, FEIN numbers, birth dates, a wide variety of information, and we take it very seriously that we're trying to protect your vital information. Before this wasn't really thought about or a concern, it wasn't an issue, but we are taking every step we can do. And the biggest step we're doing is redacting the information, and we're utilizing a technology. OCR technology, which is optical character recognition. So it utilizes, we can go in there and say, look for a 324 number. And so every document we scan in there is going to look for social security numbers. It's going to scan and block them out. We can tell them look for driver's license numbers. So we put those patterns in. It's going to, when we're scanning those documents in, the technology is going to look for it and scan it in. In addition, we are going through a manually redacted information that's already been in there. And so that's, my staff wasn't too happy with me, but they're doing it. So they're going through and looking at those past documents and blocking that out and trying to redact that information. So it used to be when information was redacted, you could just black marker, you can flip it over, look at it, that kind of stuff. This totally burns the image. So if they print it off at home, there's no way they can get that information. Or if they come into our office and print it off, there's no way they can get that information. There's no way that anyone besides outside my office can redact that or unredact that information.
Is there a time limit on that? That after so many years, that information is available again?
I don't. That's a legal question. I'm not going to do it unless someone tells me I have to. That's my stand. If someone tells me I have to go unredact that information, I will. But I don't see why social security numbers, or driver's license numbers, or like that. If it's a legal issue, we have the ability to redact it, unredact it. So if they need to find a social security number, the authorities or something like that, yeah, we can find that information out. But if the average person comes in, I'd be very hesitant to get anybody's personal information out.
Well, the reason I ask is the census does the same thing, but they reinsert it after 70 years.
Okay.
Assuming people be dead for genealogy purposes.
Okay.
Of course, you're only working with stuff that's been scanned since the 90s.
Yes, since '97. But that's a good thought. I've not that far ahead. My most important concern is protecting the information we have right now. So, like veterans information, DD-214s we keep behind lock and key. No one can access that information unless it's a family member, of a deceased veteran or a veteran himself. That no one else. We're not giving anyone else that information unless we're told to by a higher authority. So we're looking for social security numbers, driver's license numbers, birth dates, all that good information. Anything can be used to steal your identity. E-recording is the future of my office, and I'm going to do everything I can to get that started this year. A few counties in Illinois are doing this. I believe Lake County is doing some e-recording, but there are a lot of hurdles associated with doing this. But I'm gonna overcome those. So basically, it would save us a lot of money by making our office a lot more efficient. We don't have to handle everything. It makes it a lot easier for our customers. So title companies can just shoot us information over the internet, saves gas, paper, ink, everything. So this will make our office a lot more efficient and the ability to do a lot more within our office. So basically, it's just allowing us to send electronically the documents they want recorded, and we can send them back, saying they've been recorded at date and time, and they have their records, and we have what we need. Again, I'm a public servant, so it doesn't matter if it's a sheriff's issue or any kind of issue. If you can't get a hold of somebody else, and you're still looking for somebody, call me up or email me or do whatever, and I'll find the answer out for you. That's what I did at IDOT. I was that guy. I was kind of like the complaint department for Ziggy. Someone comes up and has a problem, I find it out for him. So that's what I do, and I won't hesitate to help anybody out if they have a question or concern. I also do have some DD-214 information pertaining to veterans. A lot of veterans don't record their DD-214s, which they should. A lot of times the military will tell you right when you leave the military, go record your D-214 in the county in which you live. The reason I tell you that is because, first off, you're going to get 2 free copies and a wallet-size copy for your records. And so if something happens to your original, you don't have to go all the way to the archives or try to fight the federal bureaucracy. You can come into our office and we'll have it to you within 5-10 minutes. We'll have a copy of it to you. So if you ever lose that or it becomes damaged, it's a lot easier to come to our office than it is to go to St. Louis Federal Archives. So